how to fix the driver's side heated power mirror motor on a 2009 Lincoln MKS. Currently, after doing a scan on the car, we're showing that it contains a B232020 driver mirror horizontal position sensor circuit failure. Took it into Ford and they revealed that the driver's side heated power mirror motor is bad and it needs to be replaced. Obviously, me being me, I'm not going to pay them to do it. I'll just do it myself. Alright guys, the tools we're going to need today is a bidirectional scan tool, a flathead screwdriver, and a T10 Torx Driver. After we gather all the tools we need, first thing we're going to do is do another scan to ensure that the error is still there. And once the new power motor is installed, we'll get to see if it actually clears the issue or not. Alright, this is a genuine Ford part. Part number 6U5Z17D696D. This same part is used on both sides, left and right. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is use my Autel Maxi Pro bidirectional scan tool. This way we can get a good understanding of what's going on with the car. Okay. We're going to first remove the OBD2 cover off this 2009 Lincoln MKS. Go ahead and place it where it's supposed to be. Okay, so now that it's perfectly seated, go ahead and close the door. Let's not drain my battery. Currently the key fob is in the car. I'm going to hold down the power, the engine start button, but I'm not actually starting the actual engine. I'm just holding it down just to turn it on, just to start it for a couple of seconds. And you'll see the lights when you hold it down for at least 2 seconds. Alright, so now the car is on, but the engine is not. So that's the stage we need it. Okay. Next I'm going to go ahead and turn on my Maxi Pro Autel scanner. That beep signifies that it actually reads that it's connected to the car. First thing I'm going to do is go to what the car is. Yes, this is MKS 2009, but for this scanner's purposes, we're going to Ford. Choose automatic selection. Read VIN. Okay. Alright, after it's done reading the VIN, it wants you to confirm the vehicle's profile. It is a Lincoln MKS, 4-valve engine, 3.7 liters, automatic transmission, gasoline. Go ahead and press yes. Okay. Currently, this car is equipped with a factory navigation, so I will stay equipped. Alright, next step, we're wanting to do a diagnosis. Auto scan. So currently it's going to scan all of the car's modules. Okay, we see one fault for the driver's door module. And the driver's side mirror power motor is a part of the driver's door module. Okay, so it's done checking its scan, so let's go specifically to where the fault is. DDM, driver's door module, and OK. Let's go ahead and read the codes. So as it reads the codes, it's going to actually do an active test. As you can see, it's moving. So this part and this fix is very tricky, because as you can see, the motor is working, but that doesn't mean the sensor is working perfectly as well as it should work. One of the issues I'm having with this particular part that's acting up is that the memory, the seat memory, as you can see right here, zoom in on that. Rather, if you press 1 or 2, it works, but you have to press it to get it to work. Normally, if you're the last driver within this Lincoln, it's supposed to revert back to 1 or 2, depending on the last person that was in it. But with this particular motor within the driver's side mirror, it causes it to just revert to a blank state, and the seat won't go back to where it should, neither will the mirror. And so per Ford, this is what needs to be done to get it to be fixed. So we'll go with that. So as you can see, we're seeing codes with the code B232020. Driver mirror horizontal position sensor circuit failure. Let's go ahead and click on this question mark to see exactly what it's stating. Okay. So it says possible causes that this is a continuous and on-demand DTC. Alright. And I've cleared it prior to starting this video, and it's still coming back up. So obviously there still is a problem. So now that we're sure that there's still a problem with this power motor for the driver's side mirror, we're going to go ahead and fix it. Okay. First up, let's go ahead and put this away. And before we open up any packages, we need to ensure that we're following the repair steps. So for the exterior mirror glass, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pull upward and inward. We're going to put that into that particular position. So position the exterior mirror glass to the full upward and inward. So what I'll do is go ahead and make sure you turn this left to the left. You're going to go completely up. As you can see, it's moving and in. So I'm pulling it all the way to the right. All right, as you can see by me doing that, it's allowing enough space to get to the rear of this mirror, so I can go ahead and pop this glass off because the motor is behind this glass. All right, so one more time just to ensure that it's up and in. All right, that's as far as it will go. I'll leave it right there. Okay. All right, next up, in order to remove the exterior mirror glass, we have to use a screwdriver to release the tabs, starting at the lowered outward side of the mirror and continuing to the lower inboard tab. and that's how we're going to remove the exterior mirror glass. Okay, so there's a tab there and there's a tab there. There's actually three. There's actually one up here too, but you first have to release this one and then this one, and then from there we'll disconnect the electrical motors, the connectors. We'll swap it out and then we should be good to go. Okay, so once we get past that exterior mirror glass, we're going to need to remove 3 exterior mirror motor screws. So these are going to be Torx screws. So currently, as you've seen already, I already have prepared a T10 Torx Driver to remove these 3 screws. And everything should be easy peasy from there. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, now that I have the power motor out of the bag, let's go ahead and get to working. Okay, first up we're going to get the flathead screwdriver. That's really all you need. This is actually a very easy job. Alright, so I'm not sure if you can see this, but right in here there's a tab. See if I can get this point. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, so there's a tab right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the screwdriver right in there and just pry it out. Just like that. See if I can do this with one hand. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Okay, there was one here. There's one here, there's one up top, and then one to the side as well. Those are the 3 tabs that you're going to use, that you're going to need to pry it off. So pretty much got this off. So the next step is we have to take off these connections. Okay, so this is for the heated mirror connections. We got 2 things there, and 1 thing at the bottom, the white tab. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pause the video. Take those off and I'll be right back. Okay, after much finagling, no need to actually remove the white tab, as there's a push in pull out portion, but it's unnecessary to do that. You can just leave that alone, but definitely remove this blue wire here, which would be right here, and the black wire, which would be on the right portion. Alright, this is your mirror. All you need to do is just pull it aside. You don't need to take it off all the way, because you do have access to what we're going to do next, which is the 3 Torx screws. We have one there, one here, and one all the way down there. Alright, sorry for the lighting, but let's go ahead and get that started. I have my Torx T10 driver here attached. Alright, can't do this with one hand, so I will go ahead and post this camera up. Get you a good viewing. Okay, let's go ahead and remove this lefty loosey, righty tighty. It's actually pretty easy to take off. Once again, this is a Torx T10. Alright, so I have my screw already off. So to make sure you don't lose it, the best thing to do is have a magnetic tray. See that? Stays right on there. Not a problem. 2 more to go. This one's a little harder. Oh, these screws are barely on there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next up, it's the last one in the middle. Alright, that's it. Take that one out. Come on, get out of there. Alright, last one is out. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and use our flathead screwdriver to remove the connectors off the back. So there's a tab here. You're just gonna dig in there and just pull up. Just like that. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Easy peasy. There's also one at the bottom as well. Okay, I'm gonna push in on that one. Push in, pull out. There you go. Easy peasy. Okay, if you can see that. Old dusty one here. It's been there probably since 2009. Probably 2008. But the car's a 2009 model. To our new one. Part numbers, everything's on there. Okay, so we can go ahead and toss this one. Not gonna use it anymore. Alright, just reverse everything we just did. Place it back in there. Alright, line these up. Click, click, easy as pie. Go ahead and get our Torx bits right back in there. Right back where you're supposed to be. This first. Alright, don't tighten it too much, just line it up. Okay. Last one. Okay. This doesn't actually need the long version of this tool. It's actually pretty easy to tighten up. Okay. Just by hand. Alright, so we're done. Alright, next up, position these wires back where they're supposed to be. Black is going to be on the right side. Actually, let's do the blue first. Okay, like that. Let's put this back in where it should go, so I don't have any stabilization issues. Good to go. Last step, place these tabs right where they should be and press in. I've been down for this. Okay, just press it in with even pressure right in the middle. Here's a snap, there you go. And that should be it. So it doesn't crack. Up, down, left, right. Alright, and ensure that it's all in there. There we go. Alright, I think we're working, we're cooking now. Even pressure in the middle. Okay, that is it. All right, next up, let's go ahead and move the mirror around, see if we have power, and we do. So once again, the power was never the issue, it's just the codes and the memory seats. Well, the memory position of the actual mirror. So let's go ahead and get our scan tool out again. Okay. Hold down the start button. 2 seconds. Okay. Alright, so first up, we're just going to escape from all of these previous issues. But first, let's go ahead and erase whatever we've seen before. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start a new reading of the codes. No fault codes detected. Woo. Thank you. All right, that is it. So we have completed the task. Okay. The right side works as well. All right, if I see any codes on that, it most likely will be the motor as well, and I'll spend another $58 to fix that. But hey, overall, now I understand more about the car. Ford didn't have to rip me off and charge me, what, $80 or $90, probably even $100 for that extra motor that I just put in. I only paid $58 off of what? Amazon? Yeah, and I did it myself, so you can do it yourself too. All right, easy peasy. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Check me out next time, where we will actually learn how to make the car smell beautifully without having to have any of those Christmas trees hanging around. All right, thanks for tuning in.